I'm TashTheMinion. This is my beginner's guide to the Long Dark. Today we're going to look at ways of getting out of Mountain Town. Regions have very specific transitions into other regions. So for example, from Mountain Town you can get to either Hushed River Valley, Mystery Lake or Forlorn, Muskeg. We call these transitions. Sometimes they're in the form of caves, sometimes they are just a walk through and the region will change over. For the new person coming to this, I'm going to show you the route from this central point, and I'm going to use Milton House or Grandmother's house if you know it as that in story mode. I'm going to show you the routes from there. Once you've done your own exploration, you will find shorter routes to be able to get to these three ways out of Mountain Town. All of the regions will have a region border. That could be a tall mountain, or it could be a very steep snowbank. The transitions between regions are very definitive. So as I said, from Mountain Town you can only get to three of the different regions, and then from another region, as we start getting into other regions, we'll talk about which regions you can transfer to from there. Our first route is Mountain Town to Hushed River Valley. Coming out of Grandmother's, we do a right turn. Following the road, we've got a bridge coming up, and that brings us to the wood lot. This is usually a bit of a hangout for wolves as well, so in other levels apart from Pilgrim you need to keep an eye out for the wolves. You also get deer spawns here, so can be a good source for food. We can see the church. We're going to continue walking past the church. And this is the same route that we looked at in the previous episode when we went to the one-way tunnel. You need to crouch to get under the logs. And then just after these logs is the almost fork in a road, but the road goes back on itself and up to the trailer. We're going to hang a left here, cross over the other road that goes back in the opposite direction, and just follow the border. Keep that to the left hand side of you. You can use this rock as a marker if you like. And then after you go to this rock, you can see the cave just over there where the rocks are a little darker. Now this is the transition cave. Here we go through the cave. We're leaving Milton region or mountain town. And we're in the cave for mountain town. We do need a torch or a lantern. And this is the transition cave, mountain town to Hushed River Valley. Now, as you go through here, there's coal in this cave. And as a reminder, it's a good idea to pick it up because the coal will respawn. And then I'm just showing you here the route to get through the cave. You'd keep picking up the coal, obviously. In some of these caves you may find a rucksack or a corpse, sometimes a deer or rabbit carcass. And when we leave the cave, we are now in a new region, which is Hushed River Valley. Our second route is mountain town to Forlorn, Muskeg. So we hang a left out of Milton House or Grandmother's, and then we turn a right just after the credit union. And we're going to follow the road all the way down as if we were heading to Paradise Meadows Farm. Again in higher levels, this is wolf territory, so you'll need to be mindful. We'll cross over the little bridge. You can see Paradise Meadows Farm in the distance. We're going to keep following the road down. And then as we get to the bare tree here, you can actually start heading to the left a little, coming off the road now. Keep the big rock to the left of you. And then keep heading towards the left for a bit, and then you've got a big rock facing you, and we need to head to the right of that rock. And we're looking for a rope climb. It's a downward rope climb. Now with rope climbs, there are two important factors. You need to not be tired, and you need to not be overweight. If you're overweight, it will say you're too encumbered to climb. So you may have to drop some things. If you're too tired, it won't let you climb either, because as explained in the last episode, the tighter you are, the less weight capacity you've got. So there's a little reminder. Make sure you're not too tired before climbing ropes. And then you get on the rope, and then once you're on the rope, it's the usual whatever you would use to walk backwards. So on mouse and keyboard, it would be the S key. If you are tired, there are ledges that you can stop on and have a rest. You may have to light a fire, drink a coffee before you do the last bit. Now we've come down this rope. Unfortunately, we've got another rope to go down. If we were that tired, there is a cave here where it's a safe cave. You can take shelter, you can sleep, get your energy back up before tackling the next rope. So we'll go down the second rope. We're still in Mountain Town. We are entering into a part of Mountain Town called Milton Basin. So not a good idea to go that way. So we're just going to follow the safe route around. You can walk between the trees, or it's just for simplicity for this route. I'm showing it when you get on the water. It's safe water to walk on, or safe ice even. And then just follow it around, keeping to the left side. And basically follow the frozen river. This isn't bear territory, so you're okay from bears. It is wolf territory, so you're not okay from wolves. And there can be a moose spawn down here. When you get to those big rocks facing you, again, go to the right of the rocks. That kind of broken arch tree is a good marker for the direction that you want to head in. And I did say it was moose territory, and that moose scared the bejesus out of me. You can see him just over there. He really scared me. In Pilgrim, for some reason, the mooses still are able to attack. Bears, wolves will run away unless aggravated, but the moose, yeah, they're just still seem to be quite aggressive. So we're going to cross the big lake. We're heading, we've got smaller rocks on one side and then a high mountain on the other side. and just keep walking sort of down the middle of those two landmarks. In the distance to the right, you can see a fallen tree. That is where we are heading. And then after that, you can see the arch of stone. So again, that's a good landmark. You know you're going the right way. And as you go under that arch, we are leaving the Milton region or Mountain Town region. And we are entering into Forlorn, Muskeg. Our third route is Mountain Town to Mystery Lake. So again, we're going to hang a left out of Milton House or Grandmother's, but we're going to follow the road all the way down. Almost as if we were heading to the Orca gas station. Now just after this kind of wooden arch type thing, there is a fork in the road to the right, and that's the way that we need to head. And there's like a little sign as well. For a climbing area, I think the sign is. So we just follow this around. So we're around the back of the Orca gas station now. And we're heading towards where the little camp office is. We've got another sign for the climbing area there, and we're crossing under another wooden arch kind of thing. Keep the rocks to the left. We're heading to where that fallen tree is. We're currently in Milton Park. There's the little camp office there. But at this tree, we're going to head to the left. That takes us up to a picnic area. And we're looking for a downward rope climb. There's a sign for the climbing area. There's a picnic area with a little pagoda there. And you can see the downward climbing rope. Again, make sure you're light enough, make sure you're not exhausted. If you try and climb one of the ropes, either a downward one or an upward one, with very little energy, you will stop halfway through and potentially fall to your death. So it's important to make sure you've got enough energy. When you get to the bottom of the rope, turn left and start heading in that direction. we're now looking for an upward rope climb. Hopefully there are some signs along the way with pointy arrows to the next climbing area. So just follow the signs. You can see the pathway in between these two little rock formations. And then you should start seeing the rope climb almost directly in front of you. Now this is a climb up. So again, you need to make sure you use even more energy when you climb up a rope. So again, you need to make sure you've got enough condition, enough energy. There is helpfully another safe cave down here if you need to rest, and you can sleep in that cave, make coffees, get your energy back before you attempt the rope climb. And it's virtually opposite where the rope is. You can see the rope there. And to climb the rope, once you get on the rope, so you would then click W, walk, or whatever it is on controller to walk to go up the rope. But you can see it uses more energy than if you go down a rope. So you need to watch that, otherwise you'll get halfway up and then you'll be in trouble. When you get to the top of the rope climb, we're going to turn left and we're going to walk over this log bridge. Now, the thing about log bridges, just make sure you're on it fully before you start walking. So just make sure you're on fully like I've just done there, and then you can walk forward. Now we're kind of following a ledge on a mountain, so we're going to keep the mountain to the right hand side of us, and we're just following the ledge all the way around. As we come around this corner, you will see a waterfall, and that is the direction in which we're heading. And just keep following the ledge. That brings us onto a little ice river, and we're going to keep following that. There are a few cattails on here, so if you're in once you're in a higher difficulty, that's where you can opportunity to get a few cattails if need be. And we'll keep following this till the end. And as we get to the end, there is really only one place that you can go. We've got a waterfall on the right and a cave virtually directly ahead of us. And this is the cave, the transition cave to Mystery Lake. And again, as you go through this cave, just pick up some coal along the way. I did a quick sweep backwards then, just to make sure that I picked up the coal. Again, there are corpses. You might find various amounts of food or carcasses in the cave, but I'm not stopping and searching corpses. I try not to do any spoilers where I can. This is just to help with the routes. We're now nearing the exit of the cave. This cave is it only has one entrance, which is and one exit. So from Mystery Lake to Milton, or vice versa. And here we are now in Mystery Lake.